Whoa, it's recap of the week here on The Drive. Let's do this.
The Drive.
Good morning, everybody. Dean here, of course. Welcome to Internet Profits headquarters. It is Friday, and today's a busy day. I literally have like 3 hours until I've got to be on a train heading my way to London, going down south to John Pemberthy's Frontline Marketer Live, where I will be presenting our Ultimate Funnel training on Saturday, tomorrow. So I'm headed down there today to see everybody and enjoy the other speakers and soak up all the value that I can and meet some amazing people. I think he's got quite a few people in attendance, like 150 or so. So that's a big part of the day, but that is today. What's been happening all week? Let me fill you in on some of the stuff behind the scenes here at Internet Profits. So, earlier on this week, was it Wednesday? So this has been a shorter week because we actually had Monday off. So, like in the office here as such. So we've had a 4-day week this week, and I'll only be here for part of today. I'll be going this morning, like I say. So we've had to fit a lot in a short period of time. So let me give you a bit of a rundown. So we opened up a small limited number of places in a new VIP kind of $5,000 program to a small number of our clients, our certified partners. And we did that on Wednesday. And we're actually pretty awesome, actually. I think like 14 people joined or something like that in like about an hour or 2 hours or something. It was pretty crazy. Which was exciting because now I get to work closely with these people and give them the help and support they need. And obviously as well, you can do the math on the financials. You know, it's $5,000 a person. We sold 14 places. I think now we're up to maybe 15 places. And we're going to close that on Sunday. So whether or not I don't really, to be blunt, like obviously it'd be great, but whether all the places go or not, it's fine. I mean, this is going to be a $20,000 program. So this was just an introductory one-time only deal, once in a lifetime, just $5,000. So pretty exciting. So I can't wait to begin that. So we'll actually be starting that program, I think, next week. So we'll be getting down to business with those that join, which is incredibly exciting. I love working with people and, having the opportunity to help them and get them over their hurdles and straight towards their goals and smash those targets. So that was obviously a big deal that happened this week. The last couple of days, we actually had another member of the team, Louis, who lives in another part of England, catch a train and spend 2 days with us here where we did some recording. We actually mapped out a full program that we're actually creating, something that we're doing. I can't say too much because it's a bit of a secret for the next few days, at least next week. So that is, gosh, I think we planned out like 29 videos. There was 10 of them that Louis needed to do on his own, so they were all recorded yesterday. So somewhere over this side, there is Adam, our videographer. So he was obviously shooting all that, and he'll probably spend today editing and producing those 10 videos. And then next week, I'll be shooting the rest of them. And I suppose just give a bit of an advice on that. Like, one of the things that I've found in the past in my business is often certain projects and tasks can seem very overbearing. They're like pretty sizable tasks. Like when we mapped this out yesterday, it's like, holy cow, we got to do 29 videos. And a lot of times in the past, that's the sort of thing that would have like crippled me with procrastination. Like, oh, it's so overbearing and like, so like frustratingly big that I would kind of hide from it and push it to one side and bury it in the depths of my memory. But then you start giving yourself a hard time because you've got to get it done, and you start putting all these external pressures on yourself. And the more pressure, the worse it feels and the harder the task feels. But what we did yesterday was say, right, okay, what do we need to accomplish in what we're doing? Let's map that out. So we got a bit of an overview. What's the overall outcome? So we got an overview. Then we said, right, what needs to happen to accomplish and deliver that outcome for the people that get this thing. And so then we broke that down. And then for each of the stages of the plan, if you like, we then said, right, what needs to be taught inside of each of these areas? And then we broke those down and then said, right, what videos do we need to do to be able to teach that thing? And it worked out, like I say, 29 videos. And then we said, right, who needs to record each video? So we just broke the entire overbearing, overfacing project down piece by piece. So first we got an overall plan, then we broke the plan down finer, then we went into the finer details, and then we allocated each of the tasks to the specific person. And now each person had to do their thing. And obviously because Louis was only here for a couple of days, his was the most important to get recorded. So he did his 10. We've got like 19 others to do, which will get done probably over a few days next week. So by this time next week, we'll have the whole project done, and it took like a week. So anytime you feel that way, and it's very normal, by the way, to feel that way, anytime you feel like something's a bit overbearing or overwhelming, just take your time, break the project down into manageable bite-sized pieces, and then just take it one step at a time, and you'll start seeing these boxes get ticked off, and it becomes almost self-motivating because you're seeing it getting done and you're like, yeah, it's happening, instead of looking at this big grand thing and being like, I could never do that. So that was a big deal that happened, a big thing that happened. What else? We ran a webinar on Wednesday. I've recorded probably 3 or 4 podcasts this week, which is pretty exciting for our Just the Tips podcast that I actually run. It's a podcast we run. It's the best business and marketing podcast in the world, by the way. Self-claimed and self-promoted. But we have a ton of fun on there. I do it with a co-host, my amazing, awesome friend, Mr. James P. Friel. So if you want to have some fun this weekend and listen to some amazing content whilst having a good laugh doing it, then go to Just the Tips Show. Yes, it is what you think. JustTheTipsShow.com, and you can listen to that. Or go to iTunes and search Just the Tips with Dean Holland or James P. Friel. And you should find it, and make sure you subscribe because we pop out shows every week. So how the format of that show is like every other week we bring a guest on. So far we did like 40 shows just with guests. Now we're changing the format a bit because we want to get to know us more and share more of us. It's been one of the bits of feedback. So every other week we bring a guest on, like somebody that's most likely a multi-millionaire, very, very successful in various areas of business, and we bring them on and we get just the tips out of them. And then every other week it's just James and I, and we have some great fun and we share what's going on with our businesses. For example, the show we recorded this week was the fact that James went to Berkshire Hathaway, their sort of stockholder meeting with Warren Buffett and his business partner Charlie Munger. And he was sharing his big takeaways from that, which is pretty exciting, from people that make, what, over 400 million a week or something like that. So anyway, you should tune into that. So this week's kind of been a lot of creation. We made that new offer, almost sold it out. We made several podcasts. We planned out a project, and yeah, there's still a lot to get done. So that's kind of what's been happening here at Internet Profits. I think next week we've got a big main focus on a couple of things to do with a very successful webinar. We're also going to be commencing work with a guy that I spoke with this week, who's going to be, running our Facebook ads for us. So that's another pretty exciting thing of this week. So we've got exciting hopes there with that. And yeah, that's us. Internet Profits, another week done. Well, I've got to get a train, so I guess the week's only just about to begin. So anyway, after the weekend, you should definitely tune in, because I'm going to be taking lots of footage, taking you with me on the journey of this event this weekend. So I'll bring all the footage back for you on next week's drive. So make sure you smash that subscribe button if you're here on YouTube, and join the Internet Profits family, and don't miss any of this juicy good stuff that I'm going to be releasing over the next week and beyond. So with that said, thank you for watching. I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye for now.